In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Asana to plan your entire 2025 so you can stay organized, hit your business goals, and make the most of your time. Whether you're currently a one-person show or have a whole team, having a solid yearly plan is key to keeping everything on track, and Asana is the perfect tool to help you do just that. By the way, later in this video, I'll share a super helpful Asana hack that saves me and my clients hours each week. Make sure to stick around for that. Hi, I'm Samantha, here to help you organize and systemize your business operations so that you can save time and mental energy and focus on what you love to do. All right, before we jump in, I want to ask you a quick question. How do you currently plan your year? Do you use a physical planner, a digital calendar, or something like Asana? Drop your answer in the comments below because I would love to hear how everyone is tackling their planning right now. All right, let's dive in. Here's what we're going to cover today. Setting up your yearly business plan project in Asana, breaking down the year by months, creating tasks to keep everything on track, and a special Asana tip that will save you tons of time as you go through the year. So the first step to planning your year in Asana is creating your yearly business plan project. This is the hub where you will have an overview of your project goals for the year. So let's jump into Asana and I will show you how I set mine up.
So you're going to create a new project, blank project, and you can call it something like 2025, business plan, and then create project. I like to keep it as a list form for this one. All right, next it's time to break down the entire year into manageable chunks. So I like to find my yearly business plan by month. This way I can set monthly goals, plan out projects, and keep track of key events. So you'll see that I went through and created sections for each month and I labeled them January through December. So then you can think about the major project goals you want to accomplish each month. So this could be launching a new product, updating an existing product, or starting a YouTube channel. You can add these as high-level tasks or milestones in Asana, and these will serve as your guide points throughout the year. So what I do is once I have my months set up, I use these monthly sections to plan out my big projects and ensure everything is moving forward. So this approach helps you see exactly what you'll be working on each month, preventing you from overloading your schedule. So under January, for example, you might have update website with new photos, and in February, you might have create a new webinar. And keep in mind all of the things you might have on the go, like regular client work, admin work, team management, creating content, etc. So I like to keep it to 1 to 2 additional projects like these per month. This can obviously vary depending on the size of your team and how many other things you are responsible for completing each month. But the best thing about having your project goals set up this way is because you can easily move them around when things don't go according to plan. So if I couldn't get to updating my website with the new photos in January, I can easily just drag and drop it to February so that I know that it's still going to get done, and just, move them around as necessary. So now that you have your yearly plan set up, let's talk about how to pull everything together within Asana so that everything works together seamlessly and you don't have duplicate tasks. So you're going to want to create separate projects for major areas of your business, right? So if you run a business, you probably have several different areas you're managing: client work, marketing, operations, etc. So creating separate projects in Asana for each of these areas. So you'll see like I have all of these teams over here, and within them I have my separate projects for different clients. I have projects underneath my operations. So here is my biz plan, SOP bank, my team management, and then I have like my products and services under here and things like that. So if I'm working on a new project, it's going to go under products and services, but it's also going to go under my business plan. So once you created your individual projects, you can link them together to your yearly business plan project by adding relevant tasks to both projects. So for example, if I have a project already set up for creating this webinar, then I would probably have a task within that project to publish webinar, or an initial task of, maybe I want to record my webinar. So I can have those as goals for February. Let's move this back to January. I can have those as goals for February. Those specific goals, so like those are like the big kind of milestones that I want to get done in February in regards to my webinar. I also have these within that project as well, so that I can keep everything on track within that project. So you can have it exist in two places. So you can add it to projects, and I think I have one for a webinar actually, because I am planning on creating a webinar. So I can have it exist in the webinar project and also within this business plan. So then when I'm working within this webinar project and looking at everything that I need to do, it is in there. But also when I want to come see what my goals are for the year, for my yearly projects, it is also existing in here so that I can see that at a glance. It's really helpful. So this creates a really cohesive workflow where your yearly plan is always aligned with your ongoing projects. So you can also create projects right from your business plan when it's time to begin. So if I didn't already have a project for this webinar, and I just did have it as I originally did create webinar. Like I just had it as an idea that I wanted to do, in February, just a general create the webinar. I don't have the project plan laid out or anything yet. Then I can, once it's time to actually get to this, say it is February and I'm ready to create that webinar, that idea that I had that I was going to do it in February, I can click on this task and I can click these three dots and I can actually convert it to a project. So converting it to a project right from here, and then I can add it to whichever team I want and start like creating that actual project plan right from here, which is really awesome.
Okay, now for the time-saving hack I promised. My favorite Asana hack that consistently saves me and my clients hours of work. Using templates for recurring projects. So instead of creating the same project from scratch over and over again, you can create templates in Asana for projects you frequently run, like client onboarding, product launches, or monthly content planning. Once you have your template set up, all you need to do is duplicate it, and Asana will automatically populate your project with all the necessary tasks, due dates, and subtasks. For example, I have a template for new product creation. Every time I create a new digital product for my business, I just duplicate the template and get started with the actual project. It saves me so much time and mental energy. You can actually get this template plus several more in my Asana Essentials toolkit. Each template has been tested and tweaked over years of use in my own business as well as in my clients' businesses. Learn more and get started today at samanthakasbrick.com/AE. All right, if you're wondering how you can use templates in the free version of Asana, you can watch this video next. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you, and I will see you next week. Bye.